Today I'm going to show you how to use our children's literature databases to not only help you with your assignments, but also prepare you for your future as a teacher. With these databases, you can look up information about specific books, find similar books, or look up books by subject. The first database I'll show you is called the Children's Literature Comprehensive Database, or the CLCD. It's the best database of the three that I'll show you, but unfortunately you will lose access when you graduate, so you may want to get familiar with the others as well. To get to the CLCD and the other two databases I'll be showing you, go to the EMC website. Under the Children's and YA Literature menu, find Book Reviews. The three databases are linked at the top of this page. Let's take a look at the features of the CLCD. After you've logged in with your Net ID and password, you'll see this page. Let's say you're looking up a specific book to see what age or grade level is recommended, or perhaps what awards it has won. Just type in the title of the book here. I'll type in the graphic novel New Kid by Jerry Craft. I'll locate the book on the results page and click the title. Here at the top, you'll see the publication information like author, illustrator, publisher, the year it was published, as well as the recommended age range. Remember, these age ranges are merely a recommendation, they are not set in stone. If you scroll down, you'll see some different options. Ones that you may find helpful are the different subjects that are touched upon in the book, awards that it has won, and professional reviews. Professional reviews are an important way to gauge the quality of a book. These are not reviews by random people on Amazon or Goodreads. These are done by teachers and librarians specifically. Reviews like this are a really helpful resource when selecting materials for your classroom or recommending books to students. Finally, a really useful tool at the bottom is Books Like This. This shows you a few books that are similar to this book, which we often call read-alikes. This is incredibly helpful when recommending other books to students. Let's say you have a student who really likes a specific book, and only a specific book. You can help find other books that they may like based on their similarity to the book that they really enjoy. Now, on to some other really helpful features of the CLCD. Maybe you're about to teach a lesson about maps and you want to find some high-quality books to teach with or just have around in the classroom for the students to look through. Back on the home page of the CLCD, let's look at some of the search options. You would put in your subject. For this example, I'll put in maps. Underneath, use the filters to choose grade level, fiction or nonfiction, publication date, etc. I'll just use the grade level filter. I'm choosing more than one grade level because it's good to have a greater range of options for my students. After I've clicked search, I can see the list of results. Now, let's look at the second database, Novelist K-8. This is a database that you'll have access to when you're teaching through BadgerLink, so it's good to get used to using it. It works pretty similarly to CLCD, so we'll try the same searches. Again, if you want to look up a specific book, you'll type the title in the search box at the top. Then we'll click on the title on the result list. At the top, you'll find publication information, suggested age range, and similar options to the CLCD, but Novelist has a little bit extra. It will often give you an idea of the tone of the story, whether it's funny, dramatic, sad, etc. They'll cover themes of the story and writing style as well, though these all depend on the book. For nonfiction titles, they don't include any of the above. Scrolling down, you'll find professional reviews, usually the same ones that the clcd includes. If you click More about this book, you'll see a little bit more in-depth information on some of the same topics that I mentioned above. Lists and articles also gives you different awards that the book has won. Similarly to the clcd, you'll find read-alikes on the right side. Now, another great feature of Novelist is this option at the bottom, Search for More. In addition to the read-alikes, you'll see that it breaks out some of the things students may like about a particular book. If they really like New Kid because of the cartoony illustrations and middle school subject matter, you can click those two boxes and search for more reading options for them. This is a fantastic tool for reluctant readers in your classroom. Now, back on the home page, if you're looking up subjects, you can search using filters as well. This time, I'll search for books about Martin Luther King Jr., but instead of searching by grade, which you can still do, I'll use this broader age range of ages 9 through 12. You can see several other options though, like author's gender and cultural identity, or limiting to award winners only. The tags on the search indicate whether it's fiction or nonfiction. Since these titles are skewing a little bit old, I'll change the publication range to 2005 to 2021. Finally, I'll show you Follett Titlewave. Follett is a vendor, which means it's a company that sells materials to schools and to libraries. You can access Titlewave after you graduate as well, since they offer free accounts to people in schools and libraries. While you're a student here, you can create an account and list UW-Oshkosh as your school. Since Titlewave is pretty similar to the two above, I won't go into too much detail. Essentially, it works the same way, but the layout is slightly different. Since this is a company that is selling the books, they have every single format of the book in the search results, like the ebook version, the audiobook version, paperback, etc., which can be frustrating when you are trying to find a certain book. I'll search New Kid. You can see it's not even on the first page of results, so I'll add the author's last name to make it a little easier. Even still, I have to wade through multiple results. From here, again, you'll see that it's most of the same information that we had on the other two sites, just laid out a little bit differently. Okay, now that we've looked at the three databases individually, let's quickly wrap up by talking about the pros and cons of each. The clcd makes it very easy to find specific titles, and it also has a great search feature if you know how to use it without being overwhelmed. Unfortunately, you'll lose access after you graduate, so it's best to use it now while you've still got it. Novelist is something you can continue to access after you graduate through BadgerLink. It has a fantastic tool for recommending read-alikes and has a good system for subject and keyword tags, which allows for great searching. Unfortunately, It doesn't include every single book like the others do, and sometimes it misses awards and confuses genre and format. Follett Titlewave allows you to create a free account as a student at UWO and as a teacher, but since you probably won't purchase books through them, your account will occasionally expire. I didn't mention this, but Titlewave allows you to create lists, which can be handy, and also links to curriculum guides. Sometimes, though, it is hard to find the book you're looking for. Just to prevent any confusion, these databases are not for actually reading the books. They don't have ebooks or audiobooks for any of the titles. They are simply tools for information about selecting children and young adult books for classrooms and libraries. For actual ebooks and audiobooks, I'll be creating a video about our Campus Overdrive later. And that's about it. My recommendation is that you use the clcd for now, but that you get familiar with Novelist so that you can use it when you're teaching. Let me know if you have any questions and I'll be happy to assist. You can find me at my office in Polk 107, or you can email me at ammondsj@uwash.edu.